We've spent a lot of time riding motorcycles through water, but what we've always wanted is to ride on top of it. Unfortunately, motorcycles don't float. And to make matters worse, 70% of our planet is covered in water, which means that most of the globe is unrideable.
So, in this episode of Throttle Out, we're going to build a machine that can conquer both land and sea. And unlike the dirt everyday guys who tried to float a Jeep, we're aiming to make something that, actually works. Buckle up, folks, for a ride on the Boatorcycle.
Our operation started at MotorTrend headquarters in Los Angeles, where we already had the perfect candidate for our Boatorcycle conversion. It's still there.
The Hershey blows. Some busted stuff, huh?
Yep.
I don't remember when this broke, but it's familiar.
It did hit the ground a number of times.
The S02E is the 5-person motorcycle we built in a previous episode, and it was surprisingly capable for an 11-foot-long two-wheeler that weighs close to 1,000 pounds. All right.
Yep. It's precarious even on a side stand.
What a machine. So we have this 5-person motorcycle, and we are going to turn it into a boat by putting one huge pontoon along this side, another matching one on the other side, and we've done the math and we think it won't sink. And then some sort of paddle situation on the rear wheel so it can power itself across the lake, and if we're lucky, also a rudder off the back, maybe even the front to steer in some way, because
that's probably important.
Because steering is probably important.
And we chose the SUC because we think it's awesome and we're quite proud of it. And we've proven that it can't be broken, so we figured maybe we can sink it. No, but in all reality, it's got this really robust, long chassis. It's gonna be easy to mount stuff, we hope. And it's just an awesome platform for a motorcycle, if there ever was one.
The point is, once we have a prototype, we will go up to a lake in Northern California, and if we can conquer that water on the SUC, then theoretically we will have opened up 2/3 of the surface of the Earth to two-wheel travel, which will be quite a step forward for mankind.
We just keep pushing the boundaries. It's so great. Before we can do any of that, though, obviously we need to build it into a motorcycle. And you know what? The MotorTrend studio, it's real nice, but it's a little too nice for us.
Too nice, yeah.
So we're gonna ride a sucker back to the Throttle Out Garage. It takes 2 people to pilot this thing, so you're gonna...
Yeah, I'll take the stern.
All right, cool.
I trust you.
I got throttle and steering. Let's do it.
Okay. SoCal Freeway, here we come.
Yeah!
Yes.
Nice bike, bro. You want a drag race? And here we go, the big fun turn. See if I can do it without putting my feet down.
Do it, do it.
Yes.
Yes.
With the SUC safely in its berth at the Throttle Out Garage, it was time to unbox the bike floaties and size up how on earth our idea was going to work. That's a pleasant noise.
Good Lord.
Probably won't take too long to fill it up though, you know? Seems to be going real fast. If 2 of these will actually hold the motorcycle up, then that's gonna look
Pretty majestic.
pretty ridiculous, but majestic is the other word I was thinking of.
So we just jacked it up with the floor jack. Ari just marked it. This is the practical center of the bike, where
We figure we want the center of the pontoon to be in order for the bike to be approximately level in the water. Ari's stripping the bike because we're gonna have to clean it up a little bit, get Cliff off of there, and I'm gonna start cutting some metal, and we're gonna start sizing up where these outriggers are gonna go and start welding some stuff in place.
you know the deal, everybody. This is where the tube gets shorter.
Then those are coming off the frame. We got some sort of feet that come down or whatever to support it and distribute the weight. We'll have one here, one there, and one coming off the passenger pegs.
Yep.
Seems pretty good to me, and then it's got this sweet D-ring. We just run ratchet straps around it.
Yep.
What could go wrong? Finally get my chair back.
The outriggers were coming together quickly, and we were ahead of schedule. To get us back behind schedule, as is customary, we flew off the rails chasing a harebrained idea.
We just had a little bit of a light bulb moment in terms of how we want to inflate the pontoon, and a fundamental of an engine is that all it really is an air pump, right?
So, instead of buying a compressor, running it to 12 volt on the SUC, why not just fill up the pontoons with exhaust gas?
You got a little condensation, you got a little nitrous oxides and whatnot, who
There
cares?
are reasons.
Kinda working.
It's definitely working.
Yeah, well, I'm impatient.
It's working. This is 2,800 RPM.
It is starting to get hot.
Yeah, we're gonna have to be careful about that.
Give it some beans. Fill it up. Success!
Nice.
Look at that. Target pontoon
what
ready to
was
float.
What was that? That was like
That was quick.
probably 30 seconds, 45 seconds?
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, well, now we just gotta figure out a way to get the exhaust gases from the pipe into the pontoons. But whatever, we're gonna have to put air in them somehow anyway, and now we've just got an onboard source that doesn't need any power other than the gas that's already gonna be in the gas tank. This is what engineers call an elegant solution. Your average bike build doesn't take you to a plumbing supply store. Then again, your average bike isn't doubling as a boat. We spent the rest of the afternoon playing plumber, and while the finished product wasn't going to impress Mario or Luigi, we were very proud.
Filling the pontoons with exhaust gas from the engine, too sexy an idea to turn our backs on.
2 thumbs up.
I mean, really, really cool. It did take us late into the day, though. It's now basically bedtime because we couldn't resist trying to finish this up.
But we built the system. It involved drilling a hole in the bottom of the exhaust under the engine, and then we actually used household plumbing fittings, elbows, and pipes to run up in front of the engine to a manifold that has 4 spigots. From there, 4 hoses running to the ends of the pontoons. That is how we're gonna put air in these things. That is how we're going to float this motorcycle.
So tomorrow, we're gonna have to figure out if the system actually works and figure out a way to propel this sucker because we don't want to paddle like idiots.
We gotta do that, and we gotta figure out how to steer the thing.
And steering. We gotta do steering too.
Lots to do, one day to do it. So flip the valve to divert pressure into the pontoons, and then jam this thing in the muffler to pressurize the system and push the air out.
Correct.
Valve is opening.
Valve opening.
Got a little change in tone. Yeah, I see this one moving.
A lot of condensation.
I mean, it's going pretty quick.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Definitely getting warm.
Yeah, definitely warm. Also, it'd be interesting to see because this one has more air in it, and we need them to self-regulate, which they should.
Should self-regulate. Look at this.
Yeah.
Pinching itself off. Check it out.
Full
Fully
pontoon.
inflated. I mean, they are full up. So the caps have one-way valves in them, so once the air's in, that's it. We're ready to hit the water.
Yeah. Nice.
Totally self-sufficient motorcycle.
With flotation almost definitely sorted out, we moved on to propulsion. We knew we wanted the Boatorcycle to power itself, and with a few options to choose from, we obviously went with the sketchiest one.
Then there was a paddle. It looks proper dangerous.
Yeah, if you were gonna build a torture device to change someone's life for the worse, this would be a good place to start.
And finally, we fashioned a rudder from an emergency oar and bolted it to the stern. That meant the only thing left was to hit the water and see if we had built a boat or an anchor.
It's finally complete! What began life as an 1150R became the SUC and is now the SUC Boatorcycle. We got ourselves a floating bike.
It's awesome. So I think we have all of the ingredients we need for a motorcycle. We just gotta see if we can make it happen, am I right?
And we got a body of water to test it out in. So the goal is to see if it floats, see if it propels itself, and see if it steers. And if it does, we're going across this lake and out to Rattlesnake Island to truly prove the amphibious nature of the motorcycle.
And we'll really hope there are no rattlesnakes there. We are cruising along the shore of Lake Millerton right now, and we're looking for a boat ramp. It is just about time for splashdown.
Our plan was watertight, you might say. Or so we thought.
The fuel pump definitely sounds strong, but
So we stopped for a quick break before we went into the water. We were very excited, but now the bike won't start. And it's been stone reliable, so now we gotta figure out why. So we're gonna check battery voltage for starters.
because it's not starting. It does click, and the
Yep.
fuel pump sounds strong.
Let's see what this says.
So battery's strong.
It's over 12 volts. Is there a fuse in there that says, will not start, change this?
No, and there's no map either, but none of them look blown. You can see the tops of all of them.
Yeah.
Okay, don't try this at home, folks. I put my sunglasses down, and I am now going to bridge the gap on the starter relay to make sure that the starter relay is functional. Make sure you have an insulated handled screwdriver. There we go. Yeah. Starters, I mean, doesn't matter if the relay is working. The
It's
starters
getting
don't do
power.
anything, yeah.
Well, that's a crappy problem.
So we can bump start it
Yeah, presumably.
and go into the water.
Yeah, but if we stall it
We
or...
stall on the water, the bike is literally dead in the water.
I don't think we're gonna stall paddling around the water, but like when we try and get up on the island.
It's exactly the kind of confidence I was looking for.
Plus, like, we came all this way, and if we can start it and get it in the water, yeah, we can still float it, we can still try it.
All right, man. Give it some go. Give it some go. Faster, faster, faster. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. All right, good old bump start. Don't forget to close the check valves.
Yep.
What is that?
I don't know.
Is it a starter?
Now, one of the hoses ruptured,
Oh no.
so let's shut the valves.
Yep. The hose.
Oh, no.
Pull the plug, pull the plug, pull the plug.
Woo, woo.
That could have been bad. So one of the hoses actually, what, did it melt through or pop?
It melted through.
Well, good thing we're full. So if that hose ruptured, that means that the only thing keeping the air in is the check valve in the cap.
Correct. Yep. Running too hot was our problem there.
Yep. Got a little greedy with the throttle.
Okay.
No turning back now.
I mean, pretty literally, since we can't turn.
It all comes down to this slow, awkward crawl toward the water. I bet these cylinders are gonna be real excited to get liquid cooled. Oh man.
That cylinder is so hot.
Here we go.
Okay.
Front wheel is touching the water. Oh my gosh, oh my.
There we go. Outrigger test number 1. Is it floating?
Yeah,
There
it's floating! It's floating!
we go. I'm getting on, I'm getting on. Oh boy,
She's doing a wheelie. But that's a little sketchy.
very sketchy. Is it? It can't. Can it roll off the cleat? It could, couldn't it?
It's a little sketchy looking, but it's working. What if this thing sinks? Like, are we liable?
Probably.
All right, clutch is in, Zach.
Cool. I think the back tires. Oh, no. You want to go first gear?
Yeah,
First gear.
it's kind of a mess back there, sorry.
The back tire's too deep.
There's a lot of motorcycle in the water right now, and the pontoons don't exactly look like they're...
No, the pontoons are not confidence inspiring. I can't tell where the rudder is. It's not really doing anything. I'm trying to turn us back around because, you know, it's not working.
Because maybe we should not be in the water. Yeah, the cylinder's getting low. I think we're either losing air or, I don't know, but there's a lot of motorcycle in the water. And
Yep,
look at
yep.
the way the pontoons are starting to rotate. I think we're
going down.
we might be sinking slowly.
Uh-oh, we're down to one cylinder. We're down to one cylinder.
All right, now it's just an emergency mission to get us ashore.
Oh no! It just looks like there's a bunch of piranhas behind us. Up. This is it. This is it. We're losing power.
Come on, SEC! You don't need to die like this!
I need to.
I'm giving it gas, but it's dying.
Yeah, I know.
We got too much water going on.
We're getting there. We're getting there. Well, that's it.
Didn't exactly go as planned.
Nope. Could have been better if we're honest.
But,
It could have been better.
I think we had a little bit of inflated confidence from the success of the SUC.
We sure did. Water's a whole new ballgame. So all of a sudden, a starter that doesn't work, not such a big problem, it turns out.
Ooh, boy, do we have a lot of problems. We've got pontoons that aren't holding air. We had a bike that was way too low in the water propulsion system that was not working. We got water draining out of the exhaust right now because it's getting in somehow. We think that's what choked the engine, but we got a lot of stuff to figure out if this is gonna, work as a motorcycle.
So if we're gonna build this any kind of success, that means we need to get this thing back to the hotel, make a list of things to get done, and have a very productive night and hope that we have a more successful tomorrow.
We got to redeem this, man. SUC has to float.
Welcome to Throttle Out Garage Hotel Edition. We pulled the motorcycle back here to the hotel. We're actually working right outside the lobby because it's the only place with any good light. They haven't kicked us out yet, but they did turn the music off, and that's usually, you're in a bar or restaurant, that's usually when they want you to go home. But we had two big problems today. Sucked a lot of water into the engine of the motorcycle. We drained it out of the cylinders, out of the airbox, out of the exhaust. And part of the reason that happened is because the thing was not floating very well. We filled our pontoons with exhaust gas. When you take pontoons full of hot air and you push them into the cold water, turns out they shrink a little bit, they cool off. And the pontoons started to deflate. We thought it was air getting out, but it turns out it was just air getting cold. And as you saw, the motorcycle started to sink. The pontoons tried to roll themselves off of the outriggers. It was a bad situation.
But don't
But
worry.
There's always a but.
We think we have another genius solution to fix the first one, which is to cool the exhaust gases before they go into the pontoons. So that should help the SUC ride higher in the water.
Yep.
Either way, we are going to seal the intake tract and exhaust system so that if it does ride low in the water, it doesn't ingest water the same way it did.
Because it turns out that's bad. So it's gonna take a lot of work, a lot of time, and probably a lot of luck. Ugh. All right.
Look at that lake just waiting for us, waiting to be conquered by the motorcycle. Do a little systems check.
Systems check.
Superior flotation,
Check.
better engine sealing.
Check.
How about a starter that works?
No check. We do have this big old steep hill though. You want second gear?
I want second gear because we got to bump it to get down to the water. This thing's got to be running when we go in. You ready?
Yes, sir, ready.
Okay, should probably turn the key on.
I shall provide ballast as always.
Here we go. We got probably 2 chances to fire this thing off before we're screwed.
Yep.
Yes. I'll take neutral, please.
Neutral.
Yep.
Got it. Ready?
Ready.
3, 2, 1. Up. You got the brake. I got the chalk.
All right. Hands coming off the throttle. It makes me real nervous. She doesn't exactly run great. I'm surprised it even started. All right. Let's
Okay,
deploy these
pontoons in
things.
place.
Whew. You know, I went into yesterday real confident. I mean, I guess the word is cocky. And now I am cautiously optimistic, but also, if we just get beyond the end of the pier, I will be so stoked. Man, the expectations have gone so much lower than what we had yesterday.
So, the cooler that initially was put into the chassis of the SUC to provide storage now has a 10-foot coil of copper hose, which is submerged in dry ice and ice cubes. And we're hoping that the exhaust gases being routed through that copper wire will cool them enough. The air going in, is it working?
Yeah, it's certainly not hot. That's what we need. Definitely hot. Oh yeah, it's become hot. I wonder if
Yeah.
it melted all the ice.
No, it didn't melt all the ice. It can't transfer enough heat.
Not enough coils. Well, so our second brilliant idea to cool the exhaust gases worked for a little while, but we seem to have already overwhelmed the cooling coils, cooling power. We do have these little frames that we made that are supposed to push the pontoons further down in the water to bring the boat up, but yeah, this is kind of a problem.
We should use the foot pump. Okay, remember yesterday how we said like all those, 3 days, $200 in metal, one crazy idea, it all comes to this. Just kidding, it all comes to this.
Correct, it is
Yeah, okay.
sink or swim.
Sink
Yeah.
or swim or Snake Island. One of those 3. Ready?
Yep. They are dragging, but it's moving.
Okay.
Hopefully they don't wear through and pop before we get to the water.
And gently,
On my tippy toes.
and gently.
All right. I'm holding the front brake, but it's not doing anything. That's to be expected.
Okay. Okay.
How's the rear wheel
Okay.
look, height-wise?
It looks pretty good right now, but I'm gonna get on. That's gonna make it worse.
I'll
Ready?
sit on the tank like I did yesterday. I mean, we did move the pontoons rearward, but
I mean, I guess it's worth a shot. Ready? You got the clutch in?
yeah. Give me first.
First gear selected. Oh, no, I gotta deploy the rudder.
We're moving. We're not moving fast, but we're moving. Yes! Already going so much better than it did yesterday. Look at this. And you're turning us full left?
I'm trying to turn left.
We're not turning very well.
No, we're really not. We're gonna hit these people.
Yeah, we're aiming to do that. I'm trying to lower the RPM. I think the paddle wheel is kind of a big failure, unfortunately.
Yep, yep.
It's just making a lot of foam.
I'm gonna try and steer the other way.
Hey guys, we're gonna do our best not to hit you. But we don't have a lot of control here. Yeah, we do have nice soft pontoons on either side of our. Is this gonna be our complete journey, Zach, to have gone around the end of the pier and back?
It might be. I don't think we're gonna hit these nice people though. Sorry about that.
Enjoy your fully functioning boat.
All right, pull the clutch in, please.
Clutch is in. You will not lose a leg. You got
Neutral.
neutral? All right.
We need more flotation in the back, period.
Yeah.
When the water level is at the axle, like we were expecting all along, it kind of works. Realistically, a much bigger success second time in the water. So we're gonna move the pontoons back. We're gonna shim up the pontoons to raise the practical ride height in the water. And if that doesn't work, we're gonna,
Yeah, tuck tail and go home.
okay, push it forward.
1, 2, 3.
Woo!
Doesn't need a center stand now.
No, it does not. Drag it back.
What a sight. You know what I think we should do is click it in gear, lock the throttle, and just let it go.
Send it out to sea.
Climb aboard, Captain.
We got like full front wheel submersion going on here.
Sure do.
Okay, drop the rudder.
Yep.
Are we going first or second?
I think first.
Okay.
You ready? Clutch
Yep.
in.
First.
Okay.
Does it look better?
I don't know what it looked like before, so it's kind of hard to
Oh,
tell.
we're pushing. It's moving us. You got the rudder down?
Yeah, the rudder's down. Yeah, and it's working. We're steering.
It's working very slowly, but it's working. Give me an upshift or two.
Ready?
Yep.
Second gear. Yeah, man, we're steering. As far as I can tell. Yeah!
Let's give another upshift. Give me some
Ready?
more gears. Yeah, just
Clutch
go.
in.
Keep
Third
going
gear.
up. Keep going
Okay.
up.
Keep going up.
Yeah.
Fourth gear.
Okay.
Spin it!
Yeah. How's the rudder working?
It's working. I can feel it. It has resistance.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and go starboard.
All right.
All right, starboard turn.
Hey, here we go. Look at it.
Let's see if we can turn to port. Going to port. It definitely goes starboard better than port.
Port's a little tough, huh?
Yeah. I think the snorkel's working. It's kind of hard to tell. Be careful. It might want to stall.
Yeah, I got the throttle. I just figure if I don't need to steer.
That's true. All you're doing is working the throttle. All right, hard to starboard.
Hard to starboard.
Let's do a donut. Pin it and let's do a donut. Give it hell, man.
I mean, it's moving a lot of water.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
The engine cooling itself off.
Liquid cooling. Are we gonna try and go out to the island?
Yeah, let's go.
Ridiculous.
We'll admit it, the Boatorcycle was a better fountain than a boat, but we were moving. And many, many minutes later, we approached Rattlesnake Island, where we aimed for shore and prepared to face our next challenge.
We gotta be real careful. If the tire touches, you gotta pull the clutch in right away.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna push it. We should put it in neutral as we approach.
If there's any possibility of the rear tire touching, it's gonna
Yep.
stall.
Yep. Here we go, Rattlesnake Island.
We're coming for you, snakes.
Yeah, we're ashore.
Right. That neutral?
Nope.
Is that neutral?
Yep.
All right. I'll try and push you, but we didn't really think through the whole landing the Boatorcycle idea. If we pull from the outriggers.
Yep. There we go.
Yes! It is ashore! Okay, if we can get the pontoons off, then we should be able to just use, you know, motorcycle power.
Yeah.
Keeping this bike running is such a show. First gear coming at you. Clutch in.
Clutch in.
First gear. I'm gonna
Ready?
push. Boy, did I get absolutely roosted. Wow, this is gonna be this is the martyr's position right here, but we gotta get up there. All right, I'm ready to push. Ready to push and get pelted.
Steady.
Yeah. Hold up now! Oh. You all right? I was gonna suggest taking a pause and figuring out how we wanted to approach that, but I like your enthusiasm.
No time for pauses.
We gotta get the motorcycle to the top of Rattlesnake Island. I don't know why, but it feels real important.
Yeah. Yeah. Go, go, go.
I don't know why they call it Rattlesnake Island. They should call it
Goose Dookie Island. This is customarily where we hug.
usually not wet and covered with bird feces and no longer floating, but this is what we set out to do, folks.
That was realistically a lot harder than it should have been.
Yeah, we made it happen.
We did it though.
We set off from the shore over there, the better part of a mile, came across the water.
Floating.
And we did make it to the top of Rattlesnake Island. Granted, we had to push for the last 20 or 30 feet.
Yeah, we did it all without a starter motor, which made it a lot harder than it should have been.
Big
However,
handicap.
we did float.
Yes, we did.
Power ourselves.
We did.
Have removable pontoons. It's amphibious to a certain extent.
It was a goofy idea, but frankly, I'm proud of what we did. It was pretty awesome. We persevered, and we created a motorcycle.
That we did. Hope that we don't have to wait for all the water to recede to get off this rock.
Yeah, we're kind of screwed now.
Luckily, we escaped the island before resorting to cannibalism. And with the assistance of local law enforcement, we were towed back to the mainland at a new top speed for the motorcycle.
Of all the water on Earth, we only tackled a tiny section. And just like with the original SUC project, we were reminded that there's magic in a little bit of seal tube, elbow grease, and backwoods ingenuity. Yes, we had gallons of fun, but clearly our greatest achievement of Operation Boatorcycle is that it didn't actually sink, which means it can return for another bucket list adventure. Will it fly? Can it tunnel to the center of the Earth? We can't say for sure, but wherever the SUC goes, we follow.
Uh-oh, you got a dog on your tail.
Oh God!
We got a dog. We got a dog that likes to chase motorcycles. Quick, ride it into the water. He won't follow you.